Hi everyone, this is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and right now we have the notorious blogger, Lori Allen. Welcome.
Thank you. Someone must be known that way. I guess I'm as good as anyone.
Yeah.
Gonna ask me what I'm here talking about today, or should I just charge ahead?
Sorry. So you have a new book coming out. We're very interested
Actually,
in that.
it has just been out for the past couple of days, and it is called The Days Still Left. This book started as actually at the request of Nina McIntosh's family. Nina was the author of The Educated Heart. Yesterday happened to be the anniversary of the third anniversary of her passing. And after she passed away, her family asked me to write a biography of her. And I started on that project, and it just evolved into, unfolded into two parts, which is about Nina, and then also just about the whole thing with dying. You know, we're all going to do it.
Yeah.
Whether we want to or not.
Yeah.
We're all going to do it. And so, I had a little episode of pneumonia a few months ago while this book was in progress, and it certainly made me look at my own mortality, and I thought, I really need to get my own stuff in order. So I'm very proud of this. This is composed of Nina's journal from the Caring Bridge site. Are you familiar with Caring Bridge?
Love that site, yeah.
Caring Bridge is a great website that was started, I think, back in 1993, and it is for the purpose of people who are seriously ill or terminally ill to be able to keep everyone who cares about them informed of their illness and their progress and that kind of thing. And so Nina had signed on to that right after she received her diagnosis of Lou Gehrig's disease, otherwise known as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which is a particularly cruel disease because it doesn't affect your mind, it just kills your body. And so there you are, with your, trapped inside a body that is quickly deteriorating and just powerless to do anything about that. And so one of the things that I loved most about Nina, and she was a dear friend of mine, is that she just had a wicked sense of humor. And she maintained that right up until the moment when she could no longer communicate. And so, her journaling in here is just funny. I also included a lot of inspirational quotes about death and dying. It's something that I hope when my time comes, and we should all hope, that we can approach that with the kind of dignity and grace and the sense of humor that she had throughout the whole thing. It was just kind of amazing to watch her keep that sense of humor even while she was just quickly and sadly deteriorating. So that's what this is about. Very happy with the way it turned out.
And the thing is, it's not really talked about much either, about death and stuff, and it's nice to...
who wants to even think about it? We tend not to think about it. It's something that we all know is going to happen, but nobody likes to dwell on that. There are chapters in here about several different things after following up with Nina's journal, because I did watch her do the things that she needed to do. She got her affairs in order. She took care of her will. She took care of her living will. She gave away her possessions that she wanted people to have, and that kind of thing. And those are the things that if we all would take care of those in moments of wellness, instead of leaving that as a burden for our family to deal with when we're gone, it'd just be so much easier on everybody. When people are grief-stricken, the last thing they really need to worry about is, well, what would that loved one have had me to do? So it's better if you handle those things yourself when you are of sound mind and body, instead of leaving it behind for your family to worry about when they're just stunned and grief stricken. So I had a good time in writing this, and every day when I was working on the book and rereading Nina's journals, I just could not help myself but just laugh through the whole thing because she was laughing through the whole thing, and that was just amazing to me and very inspirational of the sense of humor that she just managed to keep throughout the time of her illness. So,
that's so
we should all be so lucky.
Yep. And where can people get the book then?
Well, it's available on Amazon and all the other internet booksellers, and it just came out a couple days ago, so I'm sure it will start shipping to bookstores soon. But for right now, you can definitely get it on Amazon.com.
And you're up to like 10, 20 books now?
Oh Lord. No, now actually Ryan here is my co-author on the last book that I wrote. Actually, was the one that I wrote with you, which was the Manual for Massage Therapy Educators. Ryan and I co-authored that. I do have 3 other massage books. I have a little cookbook that I've written, and then I have one novel that I really got skewered for. So apparently that's not my forte.
Yeah.
According to all the people who seem to be critics out there.
Yeah.
And so this is just something that I ended up being very proud of this, just because it's only been out for a few days, and I've already heard from some people who got the book. Several people have said, I just cannot put this down, and I'm going to attribute that to Nina's journal, because it was just so humorous. And when she signed on to Carrying Bridge, I think Nina was humbled in a way, because she had no idea of how many thousands of people that she had touched. Now, Nina did the ethics column in Massage and Bodywork magazine for about 10 years, and so she had many thousands of people who were familiar with her writing. She was a rolfer for about 30 years. She was in practice doing that. She had the Educated Heart. She literally finished the 3rd edition of that, actually, while she was on her deathbed. The teacher ancillaries that go along with that are a bunch of really humorous and enlightening videos. And she directed those, she scripted those, and she directed those by telephone, literally while she was at death's doorstep. It was very important to her that she get that finished before she passed away, and she made an arrangement with Lippincott, Williams & Wilkins. We shared the same publisher. She made an arrangement with them that I would get to author the future editions of that book, and even at that moment, she still had that, let me crack a joke here, she said, now, my name has to be in really big letters on the cover, and your name just has to be in little bitty letters up under that. And I'm just so honored and flattered that she would even that was her baby. So I'm very honored and flattered that she would even want to turn that over to me. But this is her story, and it's just amazing at the way she handled herself at the end of her life. So. I just hope we're all that lucky. The book also contains chapters in, your bucket list. One of us might fall over here while we're sitting here talking to you. That's true. We're not guaranteed the next breath, and so it was all about getting, marking things off your bucket list and taking care of your personal affairs. I think it's reminds me of that song of, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to go now. But we don't know where we're going and when we're going. We don't know the hour that's going to come. So I hope you'll read this book, and I hope you enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed writing it.
Yeah, it's something definitely needed in the massage profession and stuff.
Well, something now, although this Nina was a rolfer or a body worker, I hope that this appeals to a much broader audience that is not just for massage therapists, because we're not the only ones who are going to die. everybody's going to die. So I think this is something that will be of interest to just the general audience, not just massage therapists.
Okay, and then you also have a blog too. So how can people?
Oh well,
The notorious blogger.
I've been here at this conference this weekend. I've been called the notorious blogger about 50 times so far.
You got to get that domain.
I should get
Yes,
that domain. My own website is at www.lauraallenmt.com, and for about the past 7 years, I have been blogging about the politics of massage therapy legislation and regulation. And so I'm here this weekend along with Ryan at the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education annual meeting, and all those people that I write about are all here.
You're not dead yet.
So far they've all been very friendly, so that's good. It's not a personal thing. I just report the facts and give a little healthy dose of my opinion here.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Laura.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone.